Gamera. Gamera is really neat. Gamera is filled with meat. We've been eating Gamera.
Welcome back. Gamera's back. I'm back. You're back. Baby got back. But Gamera's really back in anime form on Netflix. So, today, we're going to look at the Gamera Memorial Box that was released in 1999 when I was a wee young lad in my mid-20s. Oh my god. Anyway, it was released as part of the marketing blitz for Gamera 3 by Bandai. And we got all new 6-inch versions of the original Showa Gamera characters. So we got Jiger, we got Giran, we got Virus, we got Baragon, we got Gauss, and we got Gamera. Bandai had previously done 8-inch versions of all of these figures except for two. The two new figures are the Zigra and the Gamera 1965. So these are all firsts for the 6-inch line, but they had done some 8-inch ones. So I did pick this up at Kaiju Con in Philly way back in 1999. So I got it for, not retail, but, slightly more than retail. So don't ask me, I don't remember what I paid for it, but I don't think it was that much. You can still get it. It's still out there. I checked on eBay yesterday. There's at least 2 on eBay right now. So I guess the question that you need to ask yourself and that we're going to try to answer is this worth getting? So we're going to take a look at what's in the box. But before we do that, let's take a look at the actual box itself, because I think the box for this is really cool. You get the box art, which is the main Gamera, the original Gamera poster, and then you have the posters from the remaining 6 in the series, in the Showa series. Each poster, next to it, there's a little picture of the head sculpt of the figure. Then you have a picture of all the figures together. You have a bunch of kanji there and a bunch of things there to say box. That's what that says. So, and then you've got the sides, which show the posters once again with a little bit of detail and the dates of when the movies for each poster came out. The other side of the box has the word Gamera written really big in it, and it's also got some legal information, maybe. I don't know what that says. Top and the bottom of the box are both the same. It's just blah, 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 box and Gamera and a picture of all 6 figures. So, having said all that, let's open it up and take a look at the figures. Actually, no, let's not do that yet, because look at the box. It's nice. I actually really like this box. I keep it on the shelf with the figures around it. I think it makes a really cool display piece. So if you have room, that's how I would recommend displaying this set, because the box is a really nice piece. It's actually worth keeping. It's like a lot of boxes, eventually X Plus. I tried to keep my X Plus boxes for a while. I really did, but eventually I just had to toss them. I only have so much space, So if you have space on the shelf and you get this, I would definitely say throw the box up there on the shelf with the figures. But if not, throw the box in the trash. It's your box. It's your box, man. It's your life. It's your life. Who am I to tell you what to do? So let's take a look at the figures. Let's go. Here we go. Okay, let's see what's in the box. So the first thing you'll notice is that there's a bunch of figures in the box. Let me just grab one. So here's Baragon, right? So they all came with tags attached. Yes, I was a young man at the time, and I tore the tags off. However, I was not a complete lunatic. I kept the tags. So the tags are here. I have them all. And I do keep them in the box for safekeeping at all times. So, having said that, let's play a game, shall we? Here, let's see. What figure to look at first? We're going to look at... Oh, God. We're going to look at... Pick a card, any card, pick a card, any card. We're going to look at The hell is that? Zigra. Okay. We're gonna do Zigra first. Come here, buddy. Where you at? Here he is. Zigra. So, the Zigra figure from the Gamera Memorial Box. So as you see, he's Zigra. As you can see, he's got a little hole in his neck where I pulled the tag out. Very nice. Very nicely sculpted. Very accurate to the insane design of the character. Who is a goblin shark, by the way. He is in the new anime. It does not really resemble this creature very much. He looks more like an underwater Gauss. So, this is a goblin shark. That's what he is. Sculpted in this sort of... now look, some people say I'm colorblind, and I might be. I'm going to call this a very light blue or violet, but I don't know what it is. So, he's got silver over a majority of them, but then he does have some really nice blue sprays on his little fins. His face has got the nice blue. His beak is a nice silver. He's got the little red spot here on his above his beak that I think is where he fires his laser out of. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, so the eye has got a really nice paint on it with the little black line, which breaks it up nicely. The back, very nicely sculpted. He's a great sculpted figure. Articulation-wise, he can kind of wiggle his flippers. His head has a seam, but it's glued. His legs are all sculpted as one piece. The whole body's basically one piece. The flippers and the head are attached. The tail is the only piece of actual articulation you get. So, but that's Zigra. So that's him. There you go. Watch your card, buddy. All right. Who we got next? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Gauss. Come on down. All right. So Showa Gauss. Gauss's design throughout the years is somewhat. He stays somewhat the same. The flat head, the angular. The way the mouth opens, the whole thing, the eyes. He's like some kind of a crazy vampire bat. And every incarnation of Gauss is pretty scary. He eats people, he drinks blood. The laser that he fires is generally always the same, and where the way it slices right through things. I think he was the little Gausses in the new Gamera anime. I thought were really cool, little babies. The way they just sliced everything up, I thought that was pretty cool. I have my issues with that anime, but all in all, I thought it was okay. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this guy. We're talking about Showa Gauss. As you can see here, his legs are. I've never noticed that, but look at that. His legs are two different colors. It's very strange. Very strange. Anybody that has this in the comments or whatever, take a look at yours and tell me if yours looks like that. I've literally never noticed that until right now, and I've had this for a long time. So, silver spray on the chest. You've got the sort of auburn, dark purple spray on his wings there. Same on the back. Spray, silver on the back. His nails are painted white. Really nice paint once again on the eyes for this guy. Like that. His teeth are individually painted. The inside of his mouth is painted. And he is a very nice figure. Similarly to Zigra, his wings have no articulation. His legs kind of articulate, but not a lot. But you can get him, so he's kind of looking that way. So yes, another solid figure in the box. So far, I'm going to say we are 2 for 2 on these figures. They're both excellent. Will the trend continue? Let's see, shall we? All right, we are back. Forgive me, I took a quick cut there because I noticed Gauss had some toe cheese, so I wanted to get him cleaned up. And then I just gave the other guys a quick bath too because It's that time of year where I need to do my full-on cleaning, which usually takes a full weekend at least. I usually do it right around football season, so I usually just throw on a football game and just get cracking for a full day, and then usually takes me like an evening or so afterwards, or I start it on a Saturday and finish it on a Sunday. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Let me tell you, if you probably know, it's a whole thing. All right, so who's next? Who will be next? Who will it be? It will be, it's Gamera. Gamera, the friend to all children. Come here, you. So here he is. And he is not filled with turtle meat. He's filled with bubbles, because I just washed him. Come here, you little goober. Let me get these bubbles off of you. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. So, Gamera, looking good. Sculpted in that color. Like I said, what is it? Is it gray? Is it dark gray? Whatever color that is, that's what it's sculpted in. He's got some white on his chest. The chest is sculpted very nicely with the turtle shell, the outside of the shell, the top of the shell. Very nicely sculpted with his plates there, also sprayed in that same color. The head sculpt on him is super nice. Super nice. Look at that. That is a fantastic sculpt. Really nice. Beautiful white paint on the tusks. Inside of the mouth is painted red. His tongue is even sculpted in there, which you love to see. The teeth are all beautifully painted. His eyes are beautifully painted. He's really, really nice. A great figure on his own. Just really, really good. Arms are articulated, legs, he can do the whatever the hell that is. Tail can waggle. Head, nope, it's glued on there. But yeah, man, he's really nice. So obviously, as the centerpiece of the set, you would hope that he would be a really nice figure. The nails are sprayed nicely, the toes are sprayed nicely, just really, really nice. And obviously, as like I said, the centerpiece of the set, he is very well done. He will go there. Who will be next? Who could it be? Let's have Baragon. I really like Baragon. I like the movie. It might be my favorite Gamera movie. Is Gamera versus Baragon. It walks the line of being somewhat of a serious movie as a monster movie, but it's also a Gamera movie, but it's not completely ridiculous and silly like a lot of the Gamera movies became. So that's why I like him. He got no love. He was not in the anime, which is a bummer because he's a cool monster. So I mean, maybe they'll give him. Maybe he'll be in season 2. Maybe he'll be the main villain of season 2, which would be cool because he's a monster that controls. He can control the weather and cause freezing, and he's got some insane powers. He's got a cool look. So anyway, let's take a look at the figure. Not a lot of actual paint on this guy. He's sculpted in this sort of like yellow ochre. You like that? Yellow ochre. It does have some gold sprayed on his back. His claws are painted a nice white. His horn is kind of, let's call that tan. Same with his little smaller horns. The eye looks really nice. Teeth are painted white. He's even got that goofy tongue down in there, if you can see. Open up there. Alright, so it's right there. It would have been cool if they had painted that, but, what are you going to do? He's a tiny figure. But yeah, sculpt on him is great. He has that completely goofy look where his head is so big. I also like the way they sculpted his feet, where it is like the suit, and it's the Gamera 4-legged monsters. They tried to not always have them crawl on their hands and knees, so they sculpted it properly. So which had to not be fun for the suit actor, but yeah, that's that's cool. So that's how he looks. So yeah, he's another really good figure for the set. So I'm going to go right ahead and say right now we're 4 for 4 on really nice figures. So there you go. There's your card. Don't lose it. All right, we've got 3 to go. Who could it be? It is now this guy. This freaking guy. All right, it's Virus, one of the goofier monsters you'll ever see. So yeah, that's him. So they got a lot of use of this color, this light blue, whatever this is. But yes, this is him. He's sculpted in that lightish blue. There's not a lot on there. I don't think there's a touch of paint. There might be some silver highlights here. His head is completely done in silver, but it is the same color vinyl. It's that light blue. So they've done silver here. Face sculpt on this guy is pretty nice. What a fucking goofy looking character. So he's got his Fu Manchu. What is that? It's there. He's got his little beak. He's got his little beady eyes. There he is from the side. So yeah, articulation wise, his head is also glued on, but he can say, it's a good. The field goal is good. It's a touchdown. He cannot stand, however. You have to have his legs all 4 on the ground for him to stand. Otherwise, he just flops right on over. Just one of the goofiest monsters you'll ever see. Just what a goofy monster design. So that's him. He is suit accurate. And if we're going to go, we're not grading what the monsters look like in the movies, right? We're grading how these are representative of the monsters from the movies. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say it's a really good sculpt. It's a very accurate version of Virus. All right, we're down to our final 2. And we are going with Jiger. Let's get him. Jiger's a cool monster too. I remember watching Gamera vs. Jiger on the Creature feature as a kid. A lot of these movies, actually, I remember watching on TV as a kid on the Creature feature. And then, obviously, Mystery Science Theater made them very famous. Although they only recently, the most recent season of Mystery Science Theater did Jiger. The rest were very early on, except for Virus. So Jiger is a cool looking monster as well. He's got, he's sculpted in this sort of a yellow ochre, I guess. Look at this now. This is interesting. He's got these little suction cups sculpted into his feet. That's a cool little detail that they added. He's got all the little, designs on his back there. He's sprayed in a different off brownish, yellowish brown color. Some red for his fin. So that looks good. The head sculpt, once again, looks good. This guy's really, he's got the frill here. He's got the tusks, and then the horns, the tusks, the larger horn. The eye is painted nicely. No paint on the inside of the mouth, but that's okay. The teeth are painted. Yep, so he's another good one. And again, he's another one of those character. I talk good. Characters from Gamera that is quadruped, but the suit actor doesn't walk on his knees, which is, again, appreciated in these types of movies. And they sculpt it accurately. So, again, no head movement. The arms do move. And the legs. I guess they're all legs. Right? He moves. There you go. So he's good. I like him. Which leaves us with one of my all-time favorite kaiju of all time. God, did I say all? Yes, my all-time favorite of all time. Yes, to be pedantic. Giron, who is Man. So that's him. What a good, Gamera, man. Gamera. What can you do? So he is sculpted in this very nice green. He has some very nice paint apps on his belly. He's also got these weird suction cup thingies. And again, I've seen these movies. I don't recall if those mean anything. Maybe it has something to do with when they made the toys. I don't know. He's got his really nice stripes and the fins on his legs, fin back here on his buttocks. His spikes look nice. Everything looks nice. Very nice. Head sculpt. Once again, look at that. Knocked it out of the park. Yet again. Beautiful. He's got his ninja stars on both sides. He looks exactly as doofy and derpy as he does in the movie, which is freaking great. His tusks are painted, his tongue inside of his mouth, teeth. The blade is painted a really nice silver. So he is excellent. His arms do move. The rest of the body, except for the head, which is glued on again, is all one piece, so his back legs don't move. And he is a monster that the guy just crawled around on his hands and knees, and yep, that's what he looks like. So that is him. Okay, so that is all of them. Let me get this straightened up, and we'll take a look at all of them together, and maybe do a couple of comparisons with some things, and do our final thoughts, and then we will move on with our lives. And there we have the full squad. So, I guess the question then to ask yourself is it worth picking this setup if you can find it? Like I said, you can. I found some on eBay. They are out there to be found. I think the one I saw on eBay was under $250. So look at what you're getting for the cost of that, $250 or even let's say $350. Because I feel like anything sub $350 on this is a good deal. That's under $50 a figure. You're getting 7 figures. You're getting a really nice box. You're getting a full Showa collection in one box. There's really nothing else you need to buy to display a full Showa Gamera shelf. So that is your shelf. Your shelf is done. So, I mean, figure some of these marmots and things like that are go $350 for one figure. To me, if you can find this box set and you wanna have a nice Gamera shelf, a Gamera display, definitely worth picking up. They are really, really nice figures. The sculpt on all these are really well done. The Gamera is really good. They're all really good, but the Gamera is really, really, really nice. So like I said, it can't go wrong. If you find it and you want it, don't feel bad about dropping some coin on it, because you are getting, it's a lot of value for your dollar. Comparison-wise, let's do a few comparisons. I do have, here's the Godzilla, the new Godzilla 73, so you can see how he scales. With these guys, so that actually looks appropriate. So there's that. Watch yourself there, goose. Here's the Megalon from that same line. So you can see how he goes. Megalon is a goofy character too. He would fit in, I think, with the Showa Gamera villains. And then to show you the scale of the Marmot, I do have a couple of them. I have the entire Showa lineup of the Marmot Parababy Gamera figures, and they are big boys. So there is Baragon. So they're giant. Maybe one day I'll do a full video on all of those, but you can see they are big chonkers. And then here's the Gamera for that set. So you can see they are really big figures. So that is your comparisons. But, oh wait, hang on. That's how they compare with a nice cold can of Hamm's, America's classic premium beer, born in the land of sky blue waters. Hamm's, drink Hamm's. All right, guys and gals. Hope you enjoyed this look at this box set. I enjoyed doing it. I have something kind of cool planned for the next episode. It may take me a little bit longer. It's going to be a little more labor intensive, I think. If it works out the way I hope, though, it should be pretty neat. It's a very, very important collectible, not just to me, but to a lot of people. I think a lot of people, it was their, especially people of my age, it was their first introduction to a lot of Godzilla stuff. So we're going to take a look at something pretty cool next week, or next episode, because I don't know when. It might not be next week. Who knows? I'm a busy man. But thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Thanks again. Subscribe, like, have a good day. Talk to you soon.